Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to you Loyola Chicago fans. It is Saturday afternoon, which means it is time for Rambler football. Today we'll be going against Georgia State here at Final Four Field. Just look at the tail of the tape. It is an offense versus a defense here. Literally, it is an offense versus a defense. A 68 overall offense against a 68 overall defense, and then 99 overall offense against a 76 overall defense. What do these Ramblers got going on for you? We just have to see in a moment here, as we are at Final Four Field on All Gas TV, your home for Rambler football all season long. Let's go ahead and now get down to midfield here for the coin toss this afternoon. The Georgia State Panthers are the away team. They get the choice. They choose heads. It is tails, and the Ramblers won something for the first time this year. They'll go ahead and take that ball and get ready to go here. Kickoff is just underway here. The kickoff from number 94, Georgia State, to Young. Young sits about 2 yards deep in the end zone here. He gets ready to return to the 5. Cross the 10 to the 15. He jukes the guy out. Gets it to about the 17-yard line. 19-yard return. 1st and 10 upcoming for your Loyola Chicago Ramblers. This is head coach Al Gaston's first game here. Maybe we can get a win for him. This team is built of a bunch of players who weren't apparently good enough for Alabama. Or Clemson, or I was going to say Duke, but we ain't playing basketball here. Hand off to Sharp, and Sharp crosses the 20, gets it about to the 25 here, a gain of 5, 2nd and 5 upcoming here. We got MJ Sharp from the good old Wisconsin Badgers. Sharp was a walk-on running back there. Wasn't good enough. He decided to come here, take a year off, work on his game, and he's a pretty decent running back now. 2nd and 5 upcoming here. Miller rolls out. Miller will classify as a sack. Number 30 on the sack there. 1 yard loss. That's Javonte Lane. 3rd and 6 upcoming here. We got Joe Miller. He's a redshirt freshman. He redshirted his freshman year at Georgia, and then he proceeds to transfer. They had 2 quarterbacks within 1 year transfer from Georgia. Pretty disappointing here. 3rd down and 6 upcoming. Miller rolls out to his right. He gets ready to look. Run that ball, you idiot. But it's good enough for a 1st down and a 9-yard connection to Chandler Wood. Chandler Wood is actually a Loyola Chicago University alum here. He's been here his whole entire career. He just found out when the team was coming into existence here that he could probably play football and be good at it. He was a no-star recruit coming out. He had no offers. He decided just to go pursue education. He figured this 1-year challenge for him will be good. 1st and 10 upcoming here for the Loyola Chicago University Ramblers. Takes the snap. He's going to go and attempt to get it deep there, and that's incomplete. The pass was attempted for Barry, I believe. Marlon Barry or something Barry. I don't remember his first name because I'm literally new to this. They just throw me in here and they go, hey, you want to go and announce this game? And I go, sure. All Gas TV would love to be their main representation for Rambler football. 2nd and 10 upcoming here. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to look, and he overthrows number 14. I want to say that is Young. Overthrows Young. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 upcoming here for the Ramblers. After getting 1 first down here and a 3rd down, they have another opportunity here. This time a little bit difficult. 3rd and 10 upcoming here. They come out with a 4 verts look. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to throw. Sir, why don't you run the ball? Instead, you throw it across the middle to Young. That is Gilbert Young. Incomplete. Brings up a 4th down. And if I know anything from Mr. Al Gaston, he is wanting to go for it here. Al Gaston did spend some time in the Wisconsin Badgers coaching staff, and he does have a run-first mentality, but he's got a passing quarterback here. He tries to get it to Wade deep. That is not Wade. That is Barry. Incomplete pass. Cedric Stone breaks it up. And we go 4 and out after getting a 1st down here. We pick the ball back up with 4:53 here remaining in the game. 1st and 10 for the Ramblers after the Ramblers defense gives up a touchdown to Georgia State. Hand up to Sharp. Sharp up to Mill. Sharp gets about a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 upcoming here for your Ramblers. Like I said, we got Sharp from the Badgers. He came over when Gaston came over. Transfer for a transfer, This offensive line is a pretty good offensive line, too. I just want to mention that, too. We got Barry from Minnesota. Minnesota brought in head coach, what's his name? He had 1 good season at Western Michigan, and they go ahead and bring him in. PJ Fleck And he didn't like that because he was more of a fan of Tracy Claeys and whoever the hell was head coach there? Jerry Kill? No. Maybe. I don't know. He didn't like the idea of PJ Fleck coming over here and just wanting to row the boat. And up to Sharp again. He gets a gain of nothing here. Second down coming up in 10. We got Young from Alabama. He was just an unnecessary receiver. Wasn't getting playing time. As Sharp crosses 50, gets it about the 45. Crosses 40. Crosses 35, gets it down to the 31st down and gain of 26 yards for MJ Sharp. Whew. I'm sorry for that deep inhale here. I forgot my bottle of water here when I came into the booth for this one today. Oh well. We got some time here left here. My throat's going to hurt. Won't be able to talk for the rest of the day. Perfectly fine. Here we go. First and 10. Snap to Miller. Miller rolls out to his right. He's got some green grass in front of him. He crosses the 20. Gets it down to about the 15. They're going to mark him down probably at the 16-yard line. First and 10. Ramblers. We are in the Case IH Red Zone. Case, the number one tractor in the Chicago region. When I say Chicago, I'm talking about the other parts where the farm grows. You know, those farmers grow some interesting crops. Those beans, those corn. Some probably grow weed, but we ain't going to talk about that. Here we go. First and 10 to Miller. Miller rolls out to his left. Oh, he's got pressure all over him. Completes it to Mario Smith. I believe that's our backup tight end. One catch for 14 yards. We are in threatening range of a touchdown here. That brings up a first and 10 now. First and goal on the one. Still within that Case IH red zone. Again, I am new at this. If I look like I have fucked this up, because I really have fucked this up. Hand off to Sharp. He loses 3 yards. Brings up a second and goal from now the 4-yard line. Victor Hayward with a tackle on the play. Classified as a tackle for loss. Here we go. Second and goal upcoming from about the 3.5-yard line. We come out with what looks to be 2 tight ends, a fullback, and a running back in the backfield. Miller rolls out to his right. And he loses 2 yards? The fuck? I almost said the one word I'm not allowed to say on the radio, folks. Here we go. Brings up a third and goal. I thought it was second down there for a second, but it's actually third. Third and goal upcoming here for Miller and the Ramblers. Miller takes a snap. He has all the opportunity in the world. Floats it across the middle of the field, trying to get it to Young. Almost picked off on the play. Brings up a 4th and goal. Brings out Britton to kick our field goal here. Here goes a field goal attempt. It's no good. Doesn't even doink off the crossbar. Ramblers do get off the field here on defense, but hand off to Sharp here as Applin makes a tackle. DeAndre Applin here. Averaging 5.3 yards a carry here for Mr. MJ Sharp. We need a touchdown this drive. We can't go and allow him to do anything else on defense. It's a touchdown or nothing. Here we go. 2nd and 12. Snap to Miller. Handed it. Throws it off to Sharp. What am I saying? Handed it off to Sharp. He gets 1 yard on the play. Oh, I'm probably going to lose my job after this first game here because I don't know what the frick I'm talking about. Here we go. 3rd and 11 upcoming here. We're getting ready here. Come out with 3 receivers, 1 tight end in the back. In the backfield in the offset shotgun formation. Snap to Miller. Miller, why didn't you run the ball? You're a dual threat quarterback as Cedric Stone makes a second pass deflection. I'm just going to go and check my phone. Make sure I'm not, missing on anything important today. Maybe an all-nighter. Maybe anything fun. No, I'm not. Damn. Again, Al Gaston is one of those who wants to go for it here all the time on 4th down. And Miller overthrows. He is 4 for 11 to start the game. We pick it up here. 21 seconds remaining after the Ramblers give up a touchdown here on the last drive on defense. Hand off to Sharp. He crosses the 35. Gets a gain of 11 down to the 36, 37-yard line. First down for the Chicago Ramblers. Should be saying Raiola, but someone's dumb. Aye. Oh, well. We come out here, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to look to throw. Miller completes it to Wade. Wade is wide open here. Cross the 30. Gets it down to about the 25. Mark him down at the 23. 1st and 10 upcoming here just on the outskirts of the Case IH red zone. After 1 quarter of play, Georgia State seems to be the favorite here. 14-0 in favor of the Panthers. Second quarter starts here with the ball on the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 upcoming here for the Loyola Chicago Ramblers. And the ball off to Sharp. Sharp crosses the 20. I don't think he got quite into the Case IH red zone. Give him a gain of 4. I want to say he got to the 21. Yep, to the 21-yard line. Still not in that Case IH red zone. 2nd and 6 upcoming here for the Ramblers. They come out. They got 3 receivers. Young is the one in the slot. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to throw. Miller gets a sack. Loses 8 yards. Oops. Victor Hayward with a sack. Brings up a 3rd and 14. Just getting a little bit further away from that part of the field is called victory. Snap. Look. Chandler Wood. Touchdown. First one of the year. First one that goes in the technical record book for the Loyola Chicago Ramblers to Mr. Number 18, Chandler Wood. Trying to make it a 7-point game. Here's Britton. The kick is up. The extra point's good. We got ourselves a 7-point game and a studio update. Here's a piece of paper I'm just handed. Ohio State and Buffalo, Tyreek Jackson keeping it a close game here, 14-7, but in favor of the number 5 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. Haskins 3 of 6 for 75 yards and a touchdown, while Jackson's 4 for 9 for 82 yards and a touchdown. Another stop here by the Loyola Chicago Ramblers defense. Brings us here to 1st and 10. Ball on the, 25-yard line. Handoff to Sharp. Sharp gets it across the 30. Gets across the 35. 1st down to the 42-yard line. Holy shnikes. I don't even know where we are on the field. Here we go. 1st and 10. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to throw. Miller throws that ball deep. Completes it to Wade. Oh my goodness, Wade made a miss. We are going to score easy here. He just put the juke move on him. Dane Wade, number 23. The guy we got from somewhere. I don't remember where. He just makes this guy look like a fool. Holy crap, bro. We are an extra point away from tying this one here in the outskirts of Chicago. It's going to go down as a 2-play, 71-yard drive. It only took 20 seconds off the clock. We're tied at 14-all here in Chicago. Our defense does give up a touchdown here. Brings us back here on the ball. Gets it to Miller. Miller gets to about the 30. I didn't say Miller. I meant Sharp. Aye. There's a lot of names I need to remember, but oh well. Here we go. 2:18 and counting remaining in the game. 2nd and 7 coming from about the 28-yard line. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends in the backfield. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to look the run. He crosses the 40. Gets it to about the 43. 85 yards rushing for the Ramblers in the game. 20 of them have come from our starting quarterback out of Bradford, Pennsylvania, Joe Miller. Originally from Georgia. Would love to take on these Georgia State here. 9-4 in the 1st down category. It doesn't help when you go for it on, 4th and 11, 4th and 14, and you give them the easiest field position of the game. Miller gets ready to look the throw, completes to Wade. Wade crosses the 40, crosses the 35, mark him down to 33. 1st and 10. Ramblers are coming again. Crossing here, it's just a crossing route, completes it here in the middle of the field, and he just continues to run. He has 3 receptions for 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. He has 2 touchdowns? No, he only has 1 touchdown. Completes to MJ Sharp, who crosses the 30 here for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 upcoming here. 2 receptions for 6 yards. 191 for Mr. Joe Miller. He's got that completion percentage over 50%. Thank you, Lord. Here's a snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to throw. Miller completes it to Gordon. Gordon crosses the 20. He is now in the Case IH red zone. Supporting small farmers on the outskirts of Chicago for year, Case IH. They are a proud sponsor of the red zone here on Loyola, Chicago, and any red zone we go into this year. 1st and 10, coming from about the 20-yard line. We come in I formation, hand off to Sharp. Sharp crosses the 15. I say mark him down at the 14. 1 minute counting here left in the first quarter of play. They do mark him down at the 14. 2nd and 6 upcoming. 2nd down and 6 upcoming here. 7-point game, 44 seconds and counting remaining in the game. Shotgun formation from the back to the right and left. I need to know my left and rights. Completes it to Young. Young. Gilbert. Young. Touchdown. 14-yard reception. We're an extra point away from tying this ball game again, folks. Thank you, Lord. Gilbert Young, he just finds a way to get past his defender here to make this a tied game. This drive went 71 yards again, but it's a 7-play drive. The extra point is up by Britain. We got ourselves a tied ball game going into halftime. Here we go. First possession after a halftime. The Ramblers defense does give up a field goal. We're talking about a 24-21 game. Hand off to Sharp. Sharp up the middle. Gets to about the 25-yard line. A gain of 5. 2nd and 5 upcoming. It's actually at the 35-yard line. Since when do we get the ball at the 30? I mean, come on. 2nd and 5 upcoming here. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to throw. Miller completes it to Sharp. Sharp crosses the 30, 35, 40. Gets it to the 41, 42-yard line. 8-yard reception. 3rd one for the game for MJ Sharp. 14 yards. Here we go. Getting ready for a 1st and 10. Ball on what looks to be the 42-yard line. Snap to Sharp. Sharp up the middle. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Keep increasing that yards per carry average. You know, that's the number people apparently care about sometimes. 2nd and 6 upcoming here. Snap to Miller. Miller with the play action. Miller gets ready to throw. Miller completes it over to Miller. Oh, boy. I said Miller when I wanted to say Miller. Completes it over the middle to Young. Young does not get enough for a first down. It will bring up a 3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3 upcoming here. Ball on the outskirts of the midfield marker. I'm going to classify that as a 49.5-yard line. Ace formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Here we go. Bunch formation on the right side of the field. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to throw. Miller has to run. He's going to have some yards in front of him. Makes a guy miss. Gets it to the 40. Gets a gain of 10. Joe Miller, 1st down. Ramblers. I don't know why I add a little bit of a grunge to my voice, but I'm sorry in advance for people who didn't want to hear that. 1st and 10 upcoming for the Ramblers here. Ball on the 30. Not the 30. 41, 40 and a half. Miller gets a gain of 8. We're now on that 32-yard line. I want to say 32-yard line in Panther territory. 2nd and 2 upcoming here for the Ramblers. And they're on the drive that's being a pretty consistent drive here. Thank you for the first time in their existence that they have a pretty decent drive. If you look on the bottom of your screen there, you can see Michigan is just outperforming Central Michigan there, 49-14. Miller gets right here, rolls to his left. He crosses the 25, gets to about the 22. 1st and 10 upcoming here from the 22. Here we go. Ball on the 21. They give us an extra yard. Thank you, Lord. We needed that extra yard. Here we go. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to throw. He looks just to his right here. Gets that ball off in time. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 upcoming here for your Ramblers. 2nd and 10 upcoming here for your Ramblers. Please make this an interesting game. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to throw. I see a wide open square in the end zone. Why didn't you throw it to square? Incomplete pass. Kearney makes a deflection. Oh my God. If you want to rewind that tape, oh my God. Square was open. Rewind your tape. You can see square was open. Oh my God. We got a 3rd and 10 upcoming here. Ball's on that 21-yard line. We're not in the KSIH red zone quite yet. Can we get in there? Can we get into this drive? Can we just score right here? Here we go. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to throw. Miller over the middle. Almost picked up by Jalen Jones. 4th and 10 upcoming here. And the drive has to end here with a Britton field goal. He's 0 for 1 today. He's now 1 for 2. We're tied up again. Here's another studio update. This one coming out of Syracuse. Syracuse has a 7-point lead over number 10, Penn State. So we do get a stop on defense here. Thank the Lord, hallelujah, we get a stop on defense. Something we needed all game. This is like number 2, number 3 in a row. We come off again in the ace formation, tight ends on both sides of the offensive line here. That play clock is getting low. Calvin's the man in motion. Hand off to Sharp. Sharp makes a guy miss, makes another guy miss, gets a gain of 4. Things are gonna get interesting as Ed Kearney with the tackle, his 6th one in the ball game. 2nd and 6 upcoming here for your Ramblers here. Still in Rambler territory. About the midfield marker here. Ball about the 47. Snap to Sharp. Handoff. My bad. Gets a 1st down though. We are in Panther territory. I repeat. We are in Georgia State territory. Jerome Smith with tackle there. The 1st downs have just been outnumbered by a whole crap ton today. Here we go. Complete to whoa. I guess you're gonna, give that credit to Victor Hayward. Even though the pass was so off the mark, it's not even funny. Like, jeez, come on. 2nd and 10 upcoming here. 22 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. Finds Young in the middle of the field, but that's an incomplete pass. Oh boy, Miller, stop getting towards that 50% completion rate, and come on, complete another pass. Make me happy. Make your announcer, your game on live television happy, please, Lord, please. 19 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. 24 all. Here we go. 24 all comes in a shotgun formation with the running back to the right of the quarterback. Snap to Miller. Miller gets ready to the throw. Completes the score. Is it enough for a 1st down? Negative. Gain of 9. That puts about 3 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter of play. And the clock will expire. We will go into the 4th quarter. Tied ball game. And a 4th and 1 upcoming here. 24 all. Georgia State and Loyola University. They got some options here on 4th and 1 and look to take the 53-yard field goal. Here is Britton. The kick is up. And I don't think he had enough on it. Watch it here. We're now underneath the crossbar. That would have been short by 2 yards. But don't worry, our defense gets a stop. Here goes Miller. Miller gets ready to throw. And almost another pass. Lazarus. Almost had an interception there. Remy Lazarus. I cannot count the number of times we've almost had an interception in this game. Things are getting interesting here in the final 5 minutes and 45 seconds of play. Wood does catch that. He does get a gain of about 10. It's a 10, but not good enough for a 1st down. He does have 4 catches and a touchdown in this ball game today. Ball doesn't hit the ground. That's great concentration and awareness right there. 3rd and inches upcoming here. 3rd down and inches, like I said, upcoming here. We come in offset I formation. Back in the backfield is Sharp. Hand off to Sharp. He gets it across the 50, 45, 40. Gets it to about the 36, 37 yard line. First down, Ramblers. Look at him. It was a design run up the middle, and he just saw like, fuck nah, I'm going to use what I learned in Wisconsin, and kicked us outside. Fine me later for saying fuck nah on the radio. It's going to be a double fine, but oh well. Here we go. Pass across the middle. Gilbert Young with a touchdown reception, 38 yards. And the Ramblers have their first lead in their history. Again with my grunge voice. Oh my goodness. Extra point pending. Make this a 7-point game. And we got ourselves a 7-point lead with a little bit less than 5 minutes remaining in the game here. Things are going to get interesting. Yes! 4:22 remaining, 1st and 10. We got another stop on defense. They've only scored once here this game in the second half, and that's with a field goal to start the second half. Hand off to Sharp. Sharp crosses the 40, crosses the 45, gets it to about the 48. First down. No, the officials don't want to give him the first down. 47-yard line. 48 would have been the first down. 2nd and 1 upcoming here. Kearney with his 7th tackle in the game. 2nd and 1 upcoming here. Hand off to Barry on the redirect. He makes one guy miss, but he makes the other two lose 2 yards from him. Oh no. We have a 3rd and 3 upcoming. Oh my goodness. 3rd down and 3 upcoming here. 4 for 9 on the pass. This is a 3rd down conversion game here. Snap to Miller. Miller looks over the middle, completes it to Wood. West crosses the 35, gets it down about the 33, 32 yard line. 5th reception for 82 yards in this one. Things are getting interesting. Yes! We need a touchdown to put this game out of range here for Georgia State. I'm just saying that now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Snap to Miller. Sharp gets it into that Case IH red zone, sponsoring all those small town farmers on the outskirts of Chicago area. First down for the Ramblers, and now we're in the Case IH red zone. Like I said, sponsoring all those small farmers and sponsoring our red zone area here. Season on the road and everywhere we go. 1st and 10, ball on the 16, 17 yard line. Miller, look at this guy run. He gets it to about the 2 to the 3 yard line, 15 yard gain on the play. Look at this. He is just, wow. Look at that. Wow. It doesn't help. He gets popped right in the fucking face there. Well, you know. Oh, well. Oh, I just got an urgent piece of paper that tells me to stop saying the F word. Oops. Here's a handout to Sharp, and he gets his touchdown. Goes 125 yards plus rushing. We finally get him a touchdown. 37-24, extra point pending. I feel like this ball game is out of reach. Burton has missed 2 field goals today. It's time for him to kick an extra point. Maybe he can do this. It was a 6-play, 61-yard drive, and it took off a minute 27. The extra point is good. I get another studio update. Again, this one is out of Syracuse, Penn State, and Syracuse with a 20-point upset here. Dungy 13-30 for 239 and 5, while Stevens went 20-37, 252 and 2. First loss in the year for Penn State. They're not usual to getting upset on the opening weekend. Actually, that's Appalachian State, Michigan. So I guess this game is not out of reach like I thought. Hand out to Sharp. Sharp crosses the 35, crosses the 30, crosses the 25, gets it down about to 22. They do have 2 timeouts remaining now. And they do have about a minute and a half remaining in the game. If they first force a turnover, it's not necessarily game over. If we don't get a touchdown here, we have to rely on our field goal kicker that can't kick a field goal. It's not game over. Hand off to Sharp. He's got a hole across the middle. We're now into the Case IH red zone. Gain of 10. I have to say this again. Case IH red zone, where we are a proud sponsor of our Red Zone Plus. So Oh my god, hang on. I have to reread this. We are in the KSIH Red Zone. We are proud sponsors of small farmers across America, plus this Red Zone all season long, at home and on the road for the Loyola Chicago Ramblers. KSIH, thank you for the sponsor of the Red Zone today. And after Sharp, that's the final timeout. That should be ball game. Quick thank you to our sponsors, KSIH, Coca-Cola, and I guess we only have 2 sponsors right now. Oh boy. Again, KSIH and Coca-Cola, thank you for sponsoring the Ramblers all season long. Gain of 5 for sure, brings second and 5. Again, Georgia stays out of timeouts. A 7.4 yard average. Oh, wow. Here we go. Second and 5. 1:04 remaining in the game. Why are they taking the snap so early in the clock? I was hoping for a touchdown there to really put this game. Wow. It's going to bring us to about 42 seconds remaining. Why are they getting to the line so quick? Like, why? Why? 2 yards there by Mr. MJ Sharp. 28, 27, 26. Not enough time was rolling off the clock. They're going to give him the ball back with 22 seconds. We have another studio update. And what looked to be close early was not close late. 9-32 for Jackson. Haskins went 11 for 32. But Ohio State pulls this one off. And gets the win. Change of possession. It's ball game. Ramblers win. Look at this tail of the tape here. 542 yards and 5 touchdowns for this Ramblers offense. We get our first win in team history. Georgia State wasn't a challenge. Player of the game goes to Miller. 17-30 for 305, 4 touchdowns. He put in like 80 yards on the ground. This is a great team. We expect a lot. Oh boy. 41-31 is a final 10-point victory. We'll see you guys next week as these Ramblers get ready to take on Wyoming. This is an All Gas TV production. Thank you for watching. We will see you guys next week. Bye, y'all.